As we all know, Sonic Unleashed Project is a mod for Sonic Generations that basically ports all of the daytime stages from Sonic Unleashed over to Generations, and I gotta say, it's pretty impressive how they were able to do this. Sonic Generations and Unleashed runs on the same engine, so it's a no-brainer to port all of these stages over here. This Unleashed Project mod is an updated version called Sonic Unleashed Redux, which basically makes a little bit of graphical changes to the stages. My Sonic Generations challenge video did pretty well, so I was like, why not make another one? I would do a challenge run on actual Sonic Unleashed, but sadly, my capture card does not work on my PS3, so I guess I gotta stick with Unleashed Project for now. Maybe I'll try to get Unleashed working on an emulator and try to do the Werehog stages without moving or something. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell button. It'll help out this channel a lot and improve the quality of my videos. The same rules for my Generations challenge applies to this run. Also, make sure to go watch that video too. Anyway, let's not waste any more time and get right into the challenge. So the first stage is the tutorial stage, and as you can guess already, this stage isn't that hard to beat without moving. I mean, all you gotta do is boost and jump a few times. It's a tutorial stage, so of course it's easy to beat without moving. On to the next one. Next is the real first stage of the game. Windmill Aisle. Everything in the beginning was pretty fine until this part where I got stuck. There's no way I can jump off of this without moving, so I'm basically stuck here. I can't even homing attack off because an invisible wall blocks it. Well, time to start over. So back to that part, I homing attack and avoid that building, and now we're good to go. Now we run into another obstacle. This part where I hit the spring, I can't turn around for some reason. So basically, I'm stuck here. I restart, and this time, Sonic actually turns around. So that's good. Not long after that, I boost over a bunch of platforms and land on the bottom, and it's like this spring right here is teasing me. It's right behind me and I can't turn around at all. Once again, I gotta restart. This time, I don't boost over all of the platforms and land on this lower platform and jump on whatever this is. I boost over these two platforms and there goes all of the hard parts of the level. From here on, the stage isn't too hard to beat without moving. Maybe it's because I know these stages like the back of my hand. So yes, you can beat Windmill Aisle without moving. On to the next stage, which is Savannah Citadel. In this beginning part, I just have to boost and drift and I don't really run into any problems until this part. I really can't get past this because I need to get on this platform, but when I do, Sonic doesn't want to face the right way for some reason. I even tried backing up a bit to see if Sonic would homing attack the robot, but this wall blocks me. Oh well, guess I gotta try another route. I took the bottom route and this time, it took me to the same spot. Well, that didn't work, so let's try another route. No, it leads to the same route. Sorry, I can't think of anything else. So I guess you cannot beat this stage without moving. Let's try the next one. Rooftop Run. Probably the most iconic stage in this game. My guess is that this is going to be easy. Rooftop Run is not really that hard of a stage, to be honest. Taking the fastest routes really isn't hard because you have the boost. So I thought. On this part where I hit the balloons and run into this building, Sonic faced the other way. Exactly what I needed. But when I boosted to the wall, I slide a bit which made Sonic face the right way. Thank God for the slide. Other than that part, this level was a cakewalk without moving. Now the next stage, Dragon Road, is a different story. Oh? Something about this stage looks different, but I can't put my finger on it. So in the beginning, I take the spring that's on the right and it leads me to these grind rails. After that, I boost and progress the stage normally until this part with these rotating platforms. Here I used the momentum to platform, but that was of course not enough, so I die. This is going to take a while. I landed on the second platform and for some reason I clipped through it. I'm stuck in this platform, which means I gotta do that all over again. Back to that section, I wait a bit and position myself by jumping and quick stepping in order to face the other platform, but my head has jumped and accidentally air dashed off the platform. On my third attempt, I was so close, but I underestimated Sonic's air dash and died. After literally 16 attempts, I finally made it to that third platform and I was so close to making it to the fourth, but I failed. I feel like I can do this, so I'm not giving up just yet. I somehow finally did it and I jumped on more of the platforms by quick stepping, sliding, and waiting for Sonic to face the last platform. I hit the spring and progressed through the stage. Phew, finally enough of that. On this part, you grind on these rails and run on the water. On this part, you don't really have to move. You can just drift or hit some of the dash pads. Everything is surprisingly going pretty smoothly after that rotating platform part and... Oh god, no. Please not more of the rotating platforms. So on this part, I homing attack the robot on the top and quick step to see if I can somehow land on the right platforms, and that leads me to my death. Second try, I landed on it, but how am I going to get to the top? I can't, so I die again. After so many freaking attempts, I found out I can slide a bit, which can turn Sonic around, which is great because I land on the platform. Oh, seems like I underestimated Sonic's air dash again. After a few tries, I finally landed on that platform, and it felt like luck to be honest, but I'll take it. The second section, I ride this rocket and another rotating platforming section. Wow, I died like 3 times on this part, and I was on my last life. I should have gotten more 1-ups for this. I need to make this one count, or I'll have to do the level all over again. So I homing attack this robot, and thanks to Sonic's long homing attack range, I reach the other platform. On this last one, I wait for a good minute because I am paranoid that the green robot can kill me because I have no rings. With good timing and positioning, I managed to defeat it and progress. Finally. I had to do literal math equations for those sections. I almost killed myself when I missed the orange rings, but I luckily landed on the platform. It's like I have plot armor. By sliding, I was able to turn myself around to the rotating part of this platform and hit the spring. And in this next part, you just have to dodge the lasers, so that was easy. Right. That's the end of the stage. I have no idea how I was able to beat this level without moving. It felt almost impossible, but I felt there was a way to do it. Hopefully the next stage is easier in this challenge. Cool Edge. Now this level shouldn't be too hard because it's linear for the most part. This part where I have to drift is pretty tough without moving, so I stop and quick step and boost to get through the left route. The part where I'm riding the sled is automated aside from jumping over a few things, so those parts were easy. The stage isn't really too hard to beat without moving until this one glitch I kept running into where Sonic would just drop in the water as if there's some invisible wall. I ran into this glitch like 4 or 5 times during this run, and I never understood why it was doing that. I've never run into this glitch in actual Unleash or the original Unleash project, so this must be some kind of glitch in Unleash Redux. So I decided to try to avoid the invisible wall, and it wasn't easy. I eventually did it, and from there on, this stage was a piece of cake. Next is Arid Sands. And I'm already seeing a weird glitch where the camera's below the floor. But yeah, this is another level where the 3D sections, you can just blast through it. But here comes our worst nightmare. 2D sections. Ah yes, 2D sections. This one isn't too bad. I can just homing attack these robots and clip through this wall, which the platform pushed me out of the 2D plane. I was somehow able to get out of the inside, and thankfully the enemy respawned so I can homing attack it. This time I waited a little and get burned by fire, which made me fall to the bottom path. Good thing there was a dash pad that leads me back to the spring, so yay. This time I homing attacked the egg pawns, wall jumped, and hit the spring. Now I can progress. Next 2D section, I stomp on this crate and land on the moving platform. I take a little shortcut on these robots in another 2D section, and this is where I get stuck. How am I supposed to platform on these without moving? These spikes down here, I literally cannot get out of them. It's almost impossible. I can try to boost over it or something. I think it's literally impossible to reach the other side by just air boosting. Yeah, I think we can't beat the stage without moving. Not to mention, this part is mandatory. You guys can prove me otherwise, but you cannot beat Arid Sands without moving. The next stage is Empire City, and the path I usually take when I play normally is this left path, but I can't really do that without moving. But I realized that I can just homing attack the first robot in air boost to make it to the left path. I turn myself around by sliding and hit the dash pad. I drift a bit here, and this next part with this tubular surface I thought would be hard, and it surprisingly wasn't that bad. Just had to slide a bit and dodge the spikes. Even the 2D section wasn't that bad. Next section I gotta dodge the cars instead of a giant robot like in the original. After that, I missed this ramp and I'm stuck on this wall, but by jumping, Sonic somehow was able to go on the ramp and progress. That works too, I guess. And from here on, the level is easy. The most challenging part of this, to be honest, is trying to touch the goal ring. Next is the last level. Jungle Joyride, aka frame drop the level, but not in this version. In this beginning part, you just have to quick step to dodge all of these obstacles. I got this part pretty much memorized, so that was a breeze. The 2D section is easy too. Now on this part where I have to jump on these platforms is where it gets challenging. I was trying to stand still and strategize on what I was going to do, but the platform I was standing on fell. I had no idea that can even happen. I tried the platform again, but faster, and I don't think I can progress the next part without moving. But then I remembered, there's a secret route I can take that leads me to some grind rails. If I didn't remember that part, then I wouldn't have been able to progress. Next part, I dodge some lasers and run on some water. I basically just drift here and find the right dash pads. On the other side, we run away from the giant truck from City Escape, and now we're on another water running section. These sections are so cool. After that, I have to hit the switch and defeat these robots. It's harder than it looks without moving. I eventually press the switch, and the 2D section here is not that bad, mostly because I took the top path here. After that, we run as fast as we can to not get crushed, and this section is where the real challenge begins. I gotta press the switch in order for the fire to go out, and I can't really turn myself around this time. I somehow did it by air boosting to the wall and sticking on it, which made Sonic turn around. Now I can press the switch and wall jump. All I gotta do for this next part is to hit the springs, and I accidentally homing attack off stage. Back to that part, I gotta press another switch to make the fire go out, and I quick step off stage by accident. I'm so smart. This time I made no mistakes and completed the stage. Wow, I actually did it. Not gonna lie, this was easier than my Generations run. The levels in Unleashed is hard, but I was somehow able to complete most of them without moving. That Dragon Road one was by far the hardest one to complete, and I somehow still did. Going into this challenge I thought would be horrible, but to be honest, it wasn't all that bad. It's like playing Sonic Unleashed with 10 controls. Well, that was it for the challenge. And no, I am not doing Eggman Land, you must think I'm crazy. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, comment, seriously, comment anything, and hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you guys later.